All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 979. 8? 9? 9? Wow, 979. Hey, you're not here for my counting skills. My name is Andy. I promise that I do other things in the background much better than I count episodes, apparently. But you're not here for that. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice. And tonight we're going to be talking about passing exams. And look, many times, fake phone calls. I'll do one right now. This is a fake phone call I get. Yeah, hey, I watched your Studying Brew, and I know that Brandy does those test taking techniques, but you guys pick those questions, don't you? You guys pick those questions ahead of time. I mean, it really doesn't work that way. Brandy doesn't really honestly take those exams that way. Like, you guys are all just like, you just showing something that doesn't really happen only on selected questions. And then I'm like, that's not true. We'll have to do a live quiz. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do a live quiz. Brandy's just going to open up a quiz and she's just going to do it live. You're going to see her work it. I say do it in real time. I don't know how she's going to do it.
I can do it real time.
You can see how Brandy works the quiz in real time. And then she'll slow it down. Huh? Then she'll slow it down and play it back. So that way you guys can see what you missed. Because sometimes she just goes a little fast. So that way you guys can see how that works. I mean, I know that a lot of times we do this. We're teaching it. We make jokes. She's circling. She's talking it out. And a lot of people, as we go through these quizzes, a lot of times people are like, well, your process is too long. I would love to do that, but your process is way too long. You write things out way too long. Mm-hmm. Guys, it's just so you can get taught. Mm-hmm. The process is much shorter when you master a skill set. When you master a skill set, it's a lot quicker in real time. It's one of those things like, I'm going to just say Kobe Bryant, right? Most people know who he is, right? A basketball player. If you don't, I'm sorry, you should have watched more sports as a kid. No, I'm just kidding. But he's a basketball player. One would say greatest of all time. I would, because I'm a Laker fan. He's the same age as I am. So I'm like, that's my guy, right? Jordan was awesome too, but look, he's always going to be Kobe for me, personal reasons. But when you watched him play, he would dissect defenses like it was like nothing. And it doesn't matter what they did. Right. And it was like sometimes he'd go off for like almost 100, he'd score almost 100 in a game, like 100 points, guys. I think it was like 80 something one time. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Don't quote me on the actual. I know someone will write me an email and they'll tell me, well, actually. But my point is, when you watch somebody who's really mastered something, it goes a lot quicker. And when they're teaching it to you, I'm sure when Kobe coached, like when he coached his daughters, it was much slower. It was like, okay, this is what happens here. This is when this person moves there and you move this way. And then you put this foot here and then you lean back this way. And then you did it. Like, that wasn't every single time that slow. The only reason it got faster is you keep doing it over and over again. It becomes something you do, like you walk. You don't think how you walk every day, do you? Do you think about, okay, now I'm going to extend my knee out there, and then I'm gonna put my leg bone down, whatever they are, right? All those bones. I didn't go to medical school. Leg bone, leg bones connected to the knee bone. Yeah, some of us grew up with that. You get my point. We don't think about all that stuff, right?
No.
Ankle bone touches. No, none of that. None of that stuff, right? It just becomes second nature as to how you do this, just like you breathe. But you only get good at that if you practice it. And sometimes we got to take a step back. We got to watch somebody who's mastered it, so that way we can see how it's supposed to look like. And then we take it back and we go, okay, this is what I'm going to aim for, so I could do that. Tonight, we're going to do that exactly. Brandy does this in the member session. She does this live. I think she's doing it live tomorrow in the members session. So if you really want to see her do it again and you want her to explain it a little bit more, guess what? That's what's happening tomorrow. We'll get into the schedule for tomorrow, but that's what we're going to do. Guys, don't get discouraged if it doesn't work out for you, or you're like, well, that's not how I did it. Guys, you're not going to get good at something and learn a new skill set if you just like give up easily because it doesn't work out the first, I don't know, shoot, it might not work out you for the first few hundred times you try it. Right? Either did walking. Shoot, I'm sure you fell like a million times. You didn't just come out walking out of the womb, right? That's weird. You fell a lot. It's like bicycle riding. You didn't just get up on the bike and be like, oh, yeah, I bicycle ride now. I wish we could do stuff like that, but that's just not the way it happens. And as we get older and as an adult, we seem to put so much pressure on the fact that we have to master everything. Like for some reason, we have this thing that's like the Matrix, right? We feel like we just get it all downloaded into our head, and all of a sudden we're like a master of kung fu. We don't even have to like fight. We don't have to go to school. We don't have to do nothing. We just learn. We just watch some videos and we're ready to go. It doesn't work that way. I wish too. Shoot, there'd be a lot of things different, right? But it don't work that way. It's trial and error. It's having to work through it. It's having to work through a process. It's having to practice. It's having to be consistent. It's having to make that part of your routine. It's all these things that you have to build through discipline and just plain old gritting it out. But you can't give up on something just because it doesn't click right away. I don't know why you all think you got to make everything like happen right away. Well, I really want it. Okay, well, there's a lot of things I really want. It doesn't mean it's going to click right away. You ever heard of that? People go like this. They go, oh, yeah, that person was an overnight success. No, it was overnight for you because you weren't watching all the behind the scenes for years. You didn't see all the sacrifices because people who succeed, they don't put it out on Instagram every day that they're sacrificing and what's going through their process. Because you know why? They ain't got time for that. There ain't no time for that when you're grinding. There ain't no time for that when you're learning. Just like, I don't know, it's weird now, but just like when you were learning to walk, you know, nobody was recording every step and every fall that you had. And then your uncles and aunts come over and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's walking now. I can't believe she's walking now. I can't believe they walk in now. I guess I have to say they now, right? I can't believe they walk in now. I don't know.
That child.
Whatever. I get confused what I'm supposed to say anymore. Anyways, I can't believe it because they didn't see the process. They didn't see the process. They didn't see all the falling. They didn't see all the crying. They didn't see all the refusals. They didn't see the struggle. Just like Brandy, you guys did not see her throw the book across the room. I did. Shoot, I wish I would have videotaped it. If I knew what we were up to now, I would have videotaped that, just not to humiliate. It wouldn't be in the intentions of humiliating Brandy, but it would be the intentions of letting you guys know that this was a humble beginnings. This doesn't happen the way you thought it happened. It wasn't like, oh, Brandy, you know, look, I love my wife. I think she's smart. I think she's great in every way. But that's just because, you know, she's my wife and I married her for all those reasons. But I'm a little biased, right? But that's not how it started. Guys, there was ugly crying. There was throwing of pencils. There was like, I'm not doing this no more. I hate taxes, right? Oh my gosh. So I think our neighbors in the apartment we were living in probably thought we were like doing domestic violence because there'd be like yelling. And she wasn't even yelling at me. She was yelling at the Kaplan book. She was like, literally, she would be yelling at that thing, flipping it off, screaming, F you. I can't do this. Like, and it had nothing to do with me, right? The neighbors probably thought she was yelling at me and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Dang, that Kaplan. He needs to stop yelling at her.
Seriously. It was probably something like that. But you know what? Sometimes we just got to grit it out. She did. She gritted it out, man. Sometimes she literally, you know, you like, what do they call that? Metaphorically rub some dirt on it and walk it off. You know, that's what they told us when we were kids. Go rub some dirt on it and walk it off. Shut up and go walk it off, right? And she would. She would go walk it off, literally in the house, like do laps up and down the, like pacing, right? Pacing back and forth, just plotting it like the destruction of that book. Guys, it's real. But you know what? Through all of that, it was worth it. It was worth it. I don't like to talk about compensation on here, and I'm not going to, but let me tell you, it was worth it. It was worth it. The people that we helped, it was worth it. The thank yous we get, it was worth it. The awesomeness we get to see other people passing their pass notices, getting their pass notices, helping out their communities, doing positive things in their family and in their community, and just being a circle of influence just because we were able to help them pass some exams. Yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it. And I'm going to say this, and and people are like, oh, you don't see gender, I don't see color. You know what? Brandy's changing the face of a lot of these pass notices. There's a lot more women getting these pass notices. And I'm not saying that this isn't a thing for fellas. I'm just saying we need to have equal representation when it comes to money. I don't know about all you, but money, it applies to everyone. It should be represented by everyone. And if she can reach out to people who weren't passing, and look, if the other people, if people are passing with the other ways and the traditional ways and all that stuff, and they're equally, that's fantastic. That's great. We need them too. But how about all the other ones where that didn't work? All the other people that it didn't work for, that's what we're aiming for too. We want to make sure that everyone gets a great chance at getting these exams passed so they can go out there and they can go work and go help out communities and go help people. And that's what the mission is here, guys. That's what the mission is. That's why we do this every night. That's why we work 6 days out of the 7 days a week helping people get pass notices on camera. And then we work 7 days, 24/7, all the other hours helping you guys do this because we want this to happen. That's our mission. And you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. And all you got to do is know that you're going to get some scrapes. You're going to get some bruises. You might be a little more humble after this experience, but it's worth it. You just got to stay consistent. You just got to keep after it and just don't quit. It'll happen. It'll work. It'll happen. Just make it happen, guys. Don't be soft. Don't be crying. Don't quit. We were a little late on tonight, but but that's because we got told we had a passer literally seconds before we got on here. And if you want to know what our passer did to get that pass notice,
Yeah.
became a member. So if you haven't joined us, if you haven't learned, if you haven't been on here, and you haven't experienced, what we do for the members, guys, it's a great time. We are literally doing a full-on blitz because we play, we're a football family here. Mm-hmm. We're doing a full-on blitz on all of these exams ending this year out. We're changing up our regular schedule program. We're all going to be doing the 21-day plan. Brandy just came out with a brand new game plan, a nice checklist that's available for all our members. And then we're going to end out this month, or not this month. We're going to end out this year working the plan. Brandy's going to have live sessions where it focuses on just the difficult stuff, just the hard stuff. What about this area I'm having struggles with? That's why you go there. And that's why Brandy will work it out. That's why she'll answer those questions there, because in all of our live sessions, we allow that to happen. The good, the ugly, the bad, bring it all. Brandy's going to explain it, help you out with that. Accessibility is one of our strong suits, guys, and just show up to those live sessions as a member. And we're going to be doing that. We got small group tutoring. We got books. We have options for that study plans. We got a 50 and 100. Simply put, $100 becomes with the books. It comes with tutoring. It comes with all that. And you're like, well, I don't want all that. I just want a discounted price. It's $50 then. Boom. You got 4 exams, 1 price. Access to 4 exams, 1 price. You get access to live sessions. You get access to tutoring. You get a whole thing if you want to do the $100. But if you don't, $50. You got audios, videos. You got all that great stuff, plus all the free stuff. Any workshops we do, we got all that for you. We got the study guides, like I was just talking about for the SIE 6 and 63. They can be paid for separately. They can be in the program. They can be, something you just want to get and not join us. That's fine too. If you want to know where all the keywords come from that you see on the Studying Brew on Kona Catchphrase Mondays, boom, study guides, SIE 6, 63. Check it out. We got something for the 26 as well. We got the Kona community, the Discord. That is really going off to our community over there, helping out people, making sure they don't study alone on the weekends. If you're not over there and you're not asking questions, I don't know what you're doing. I know that there was a Michael on there in the Series 26. He's looking for people on the East Coast who want us to study the Series 26. I saw that.
Yep.
Ask, hey, hit them up. Say, look on that 26 channel and say, hey, I'll study the 26 with you because I'm studying the 26. And that's how a community starts, right? We start these communities and we can study together, doing it the old Kona way. 951-290-3077. That's the phone number. Scan the QR code, hit the links. We got a schedule for tomorrow. We got it says Kona Academy on there, but not really. It is just pure exam mastery tomorrow for SIE, but that applies to all exams, really. And then we have the Series 65. Brandy's going to do something for them over there. Live quizzes, I think, in both, right?
Yeah.
So 65, we're doing a live quiz in yours. SIE, we're doing a live quiz in there. Brandy's going to break this down in real time on both those sessions, explaining it all out. Small group tutoring for those who are registered. So be there. Just a real quick, I'm not going to spend too much time because I just got the notice. I didn't get a picture.
Nope.
I just got told, and I'll get all the rest tomorrow out there, and we'll have the whole how do you do. But real quick, if you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would, because when I do get that picture, well, actually I did. I just put it up on our story. Check it out. We got a passer. We got a passer. Tomorrow I'll be way more enthusiastic because I'll have way more stuff for you guys. But I was really excited. I told Brandy add the slide in anyway. Congratulations, Jennifer Pineda, on passing the SIE, getting it done. I'll have more about it tomorrow. I'll have a beautiful picture up there.
Yes.
With a beautiful pass notice.
Yes.
Everything. But congratulations. I just want to say congratulations on getting that SRE. Yeah, one step closer to getting it done. And that is all that matters. Step by step, 1 foot at a time.
That's
all right. Speaking of step by step, 1 foot at a time, you ready to get this thing going, Brandy?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
No, it makes you uncomfortable when I talk about the old days, huh? Your throwing of the book.
I said, it is.
It's the most real.
It made me who I am today.
There you go. I want to say shout out to Miss Johnson. She got on here first, and she was had her video on. She wanted to say hi.
Yep.
Welcome to the Kona family. All right, let's do this, Brandy.
Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Yeah. So
Brandy goes like this. By the way, pull the curtain back behind the scenes. She goes, I think I'm going to do a live quiz tonight. I'm all, Brandy, I love you so much, but are we having one of those nights where your mind's going like a million miles an hour?
I mean, that's always. It's
do we have a dance party inside your brain?
Nah, I got this.
Well, we can't. If it's a struggle tonight, let's just do our normal.
I said, let me do a test run.
She literally did a test run. She goes, all right, I'm good. It's clicking. So let's go.
Yes. So I got here because I didn't want to hit launch quiz because I like you guys to see the minutes involved.
Oh, okay.
So you guys ready?
Fair enough.
I hope I didn't time out.
For everybody playing at home, this is the SIE.
Yeah, it's the most broad.
It's the Kaplan new experience. Old questions. But the experience is new.
Just the layout changed. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
No, I don't know why I'm doing that. Look. Okay, look. I'm gonna say something real quick. If you're like taking like 10 question quizzes or short quizzes throughout your day or whatever, and you're super chill with it and you're super relaxed, and then you're going to go take that full quiz, and all of a sudden you change your demeanor, you change your vibe. You're like, oh wait, this one's a long one. I gotta be serious. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's nothing different, just more questions. Same thing with the exam. Got it? Same thing with the exam. Don't change it. You're just at a different location. Okay? Go. It's just different when you're people watching you.
I try not to say anything.
Yeah. All right. Okay, stated term or serial. That's two totally different ones. Nominal, principal, stated or nominal. Stated, nominal is the same. The coupon payable. Boom. Only CDs, both CDs, neither CDs, only negotiable CDs. Regarding CDs and negotiable CDs by banks, only negotiable CDs are considered money markets. Liquidity, financial, inflation, call. Risk that investor might not be able to sell the investment. That's liquidity. Can't sell it fast. We're not going to have our mattress sale. Oof, numbers. 1.5, 7.5, 5, and 6. Let's see. 1.5 is the lowest, 7.6 is the third. 6% debentures trading out 12 rated. Or wait, hold on. 6% debentures are being offered at 4.5. Current yield is going to be higher. Wait, hold on. This is weird. I gotta read this one again. 6% trading at 12. Similarly, 450. The current yield. Oh, okay. Sorry. That one threw me off for a loop. So my current yield's going to be lower. And it's, I know I'm over talking this one. There. That part threw me off total. Minutes, organizations, customer ledgers, confirmations, order tickets, which the following kept for 6 years. Life is spam. Ledgers. Legal maximum 24, index 24, deductible from clients, the sense of portfolio. Last year he had an income of 36, of which 200 was a month was a part-time job, and the rest from his portfolio. Ooh, slow down. Income of 36, of which 200 a month was from a part-time job. The rest was from 2 times 12 is 24. How much can he contribute to the Roth the previous year? Not the legal maximum 24. The indexed maximum, which is not deductible. What is this not deductible thing? That's weird, but I know he could put in 2,400. I don't know. This or deductible thing doesn't make any sense. So I'm just picking that one. That's not on the test like that because that doesn't even make human sense. 0.51, 0.000551 is different. Bob, income fund ratio, net assets 120. Net assets that's already been taken out, expenses of 600. What's the fund's expense ratio? 126. That's half. Oops, I was off my decimal point. Solicitations 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. of their time zone. 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. their time zones. 65 points. More numbers, of course. For happy. Short puts, arrow down. Puts shorts. Okay. What is the maximum potential loss? He shorted it. His max loss is strike minus premium 70 minus 5. That's 65. And there's 4 of them. 6, 5. 6. I need my calculator for this one. 6, 5 times 4 equals 4. Doesn't make any sense, but it's potential. Oh, dang it, I knew it was that one. Jim's technology fund, net assets 75, expenses. We just had this one. We literally just had this question. Literally just
missed the decimal point on this one.
I know, so I gotta roll it back, huh? 75, 600, 75, 75 divided by 6, 12.
Would you pick the numbers version?
I guess. Like, what's up with all these numbers tonight? I don't even know.
This one was no fun.
This is no fun. This is boring.
Sometimes the quizzes we get.
Yeah. There you go. I guessed on that one. Submit. 70.
Still a pass.
Still a pass. Sad, though. Sad because one was an overthink. That ordinary income one made no sense. No logical sense.
Deductions?
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know.
That doesn't even.
Well, let's roll it back and let's talk about it.
Oh, that irritates me though. Sorry. I just go that way. Yeah, okay. All right. So this question, stated or principal yield, there's no such thing as principal yield. Term or serial yield, there's no such thing. Nominal or principal, no such thing. But stated and nominal is the coupon. So I went to the question and it says coupon. Boom. That one was easy. That one was a simple connect. Next. Come on. Regarding CDs and negotiable CDs, negotiable is the one that's in the money market because negotiable is traded. Negotiable, we're going to talk about it. So
marketing, negotiable.
Yeah. So
market, I mean,
that's how that goes.
Right.
So that's how I knew that one. Liquidity, financial, inflation. So if you guys notice, I only focused on that first word, right? Yeah. I didn't even focus on the second one, because I figured they would have to be kind of matchable. I don't know. And then when I went to the risk and it said might not be able to sell liquid, sell liquid, sell liquid. Okay, this one. All I did, this one threw me through a loop for a second because it being offered at 4.5. A lot of times what Kaplan does is when they say being offered at, they're talking about the basis. So it threw me off and I'm like, how can I have a low basis? It was throwing me off. So I just did my seesaw and with my arms, 1200. I knew my current yield had to be lower than 6. 1.5 was way too low. So I picked 5.
I would have picked 5% because it was the third highest and I would have gone with that. No other reason. I would have skipped all that nonsense.
Yes, but I have this propensity
to overthink,
to double check that.
Oh wait, no, it's not the third highest. I still would have picked 5. I don't know.
It's not. Okay. Customer ledgers. When it comes to records, I always start with lifetime, which is spam. That would be minute books. That would be A and B. Confirmations and order tickets are 3 years. It's over on the other end of my table. So ledgers had to be 6.
Got it. And this is where it all went. Numbers.
Okay.
And this question was stupid.
This is a stupid question. If you guys were to post this on our message board, I would literally say,
this is a stupid
This
question.
Doesn't make human sense.
No.
And you will never be asked a question like this on the exam. And if you picked either B or D, then you got the answer right, in my opinion.
Right. And one of the reasons why we could say that, and it's not like the exam is like, we're not, like we're not saying the exam is compromised in any way, is that we do know that the exam is very straightforward and this is not so much.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. I think I get it. So we usually talk about tax deductions, right? Like if I contribute to a traditional IRA, I could get a deduction off my taxes. For some reason, they're calling it ordinary income here. So Roth IRAs are not tax deductible. But my brain was focusing on the ordinary income because that's not how we say that in the we don't say that language. We're going to deduct it from our ordinary income.
Right.
No, bro, we deduct it from our taxes. So now I get it. Stupid. Still stupidly worded. I'm like, how does a person that's been doing this for this long get that mixed up? That's why. Okay. I was off by a decimal point. If I would have done it on my calculator or if I would have wrote it out, see, I tried to do this without writing.
Yeah, Brandy was doing what she never does.
Yeah. So if I would have wrote this out, I would have crossed off all of my zeros and I would have got the 0.5 instead of the 5.
Right.
So I just let you guys know. If I was doing this for realsies, I would have wrote it all the zeros, crossed them all out.
Right.
I don't know if that's the right word. 8. I always remember it like this: 8, then 9, 8 a.m., 9 p.m., 8, 9, their time zone.
Right.
8, their time zone. And lastly, this. Oh, wait, no, not this question. Okay. I did 65 times 4 and I got a different number. So I went 65 times 4 and I got, oh, now I get the right number. I put it in my calculator wrong.
It happens. But that's why we quiz.
Yeah, that is why we quiz.
Quizzes are like this. And then you go back and you go, why did I get it wrong? Oh, I got to put it in the calculator. This is one of those things where it's still right. You just calculated it wrong because you put the wrong number in.
And if I would have probably not been on the spot, I probably would have picked 26 because I knew that there was 400 shares. So 400 times, like I probably would have.
It was probably the pressure of me asking if you were going to.
It was Andy. It was all.
Well, are you going to be focused tonight?
I know. And I was focused. I would have had this in the bag. And then the last.
You did have it. You got to, you still got a 70.
And then, okay, let me tell you what I did here. Okay. I was so freaked out by that previous question with missing the decimal points.
It happens.
And I saw that it was the same 20 million and 100,000. Like I saw it was the same commas.
Concept.
Yeah. And the same commas.
Okay.
So I knew it had to be A or B. And I was like, 75 and 6 doesn't look like 3/4 of anything. So I'm just going to go with 8.
There you go.
That's how I did that. No math. I didn't do
Technique.
Technique. It was all that's what we call Kona math.
Kona technique.
Yeah.
Not thinking.
Yeah.
And but you know, we tell you all the time, this is a drill that we do, or Brandy does, you know, test taking techniques, working it. That was 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes. That's 4 minutes and 22 seconds.
Stupid.
This is a drill thing that you do. This is how you work it out in your quizzes. Real exam. Obviously, Brandy's going to use her scrap paper. Obviously, she's going to map it out. Obviously, there's going to be some time to like think it out. But just for purposes of getting through a drill and showing you how the quizzes are done, so showing you how to get better at stuff, that's exactly how you do it. That's how you work it. That's exactly how you work it. And then you go back and you go look at the tape and you go, why did I get it wrong?
Exactly.
Oh, that one, I just pushed the button wrong. The other one, that is stupid the way they asked a tax deduction.
I mean, honestly, I would chalk those 3 up to dang it's instead of content.
But that's it. And then you move on and you go, let me do another one. And you do another one.
Exactly.
And you do another one. And you do another one. And you do another one. And then the next day you wake up and you do another one. And you just get better. That's it. And then you realize what you need to know, and that's it.
That's it.
And look, guys, I know Brandy was over there doing her thing with her content, but normally it's not that content-y.
Dude, that was literally that was a lot of numbers.
I feel like that was me. I feel like that was all me because I was quiet. I jinxed it. Normally I'm talking to her. She's like, the TV's on, super loud in the house, and she's knocking out quizzes like in 2 minutes. Just it's making it stupidly easy. But that's how we do it. And tomorrow, Brandy is going to go through a live quiz with all of you in the members section. She's going to use those techniques. She's going to be using that content. She's going to show you what to pay attention to, what not to pay attention to, all that great stuff tomorrow in the members. Be there. Make sure to be there. It does pay to be a member because you do get all of that. And guess what you get to also do during the process? You get to ask questions. You get to go, how'd you do that? But if you want to ask some questions right now, we're going to stay on after the brew. But for right now, we want to say we appreciate all of you for being here tonight because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. And that makes all the difference in the world because it helps you be consistent. It helps you be consistent. We're going to have sessions tomorrow. We all want to say, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you guys. The techniques, the surface level content, boom, done. Even though it was a 70%, still less than 5 minutes. You guys should practice that in your drills. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.